World Team Tennis comes your way tonight from Cooper Tennis Complex in Springfield, Missouri. The end of the regular season is later this week, and there's a lot on the line tonight as the Washington Kastles take on the Springfield Lasers. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the indoor court in Springfield, Missouri, with rain falling outside. I'm Don West along with Doug Ellie. And tonight, Doug, we've got two teams kind of going in opposite directions right now. Washington has lost 3 straight matches, and the Lasers have won 3 in a row. Yeah, fantastic. 3 wins for the Lasers. Probably their best match of the season, beating the Washington Kastles last Thursday, 22-15. And with playoff implications on the line tonight, both teams know that they can still win out the rest of the season and make it to the finals against Philadelphia. Yes, and look for this to be just a dog match fight here with playoff contentions. We will be back to get it started. Washington and Springfield and World Team Tennis coming your way after the break.
Experience the Galleria, a kitchen and bath showplace only at Harry Cooper Supply. From faucets that reflect both fashion and function to innovative and relaxing jet tubs, we carry state-of-the-art products you want and back them with the experience and superior service you deserve. Browse our professional-grade products from Delta, Brizo, Bain Ultra, Jetta, Moen, Toto, Jason, LK, and more. Revitalize your kitchen or bath at the Galleria and come home to fine products that truly reflect your style.
The average family uses 7 internet devices at the same time. From online grocery shopping to online doctor visits to online fitness, we're more connected than ever. By 2022, a typical home could have 500 smart devices. That's why at Mediacom, we've increased all our speeds, and we're bringing gigabit speeds to every community our internet serves. So while technology is changing fast, we'll continue to stay ahead.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Experience the Galleria, a kitchen and bath showplace only at Harry Cooper Supply. From faucets that reflect both fashion and function to innovative and relaxing jet tubs, we carry state-of-the-art products you want and back them with the experience and superior service you deserve. Browse our professional-grade products from Delta, Brizo, Bain Ultra, Jetta, Moen, Toto, Jason, LK, and more. Revitalize your kitchen or bath at the Galleria and come home to fine products that truly reflect your style.
World Team Tennis tonight in Springfield, Missouri, starting a half hour later than scheduled with the move indoors with some rain that came up, and so we are set to get this one underway. Springfield 5-5 on the year, and Washington is 6-5, and there's a logjam of 4 teams competing for 1 spot to get into the finals against the Philadelphia Freedoms on Sunday. Lasers won the first meeting Thursday, 22-15 in D.C. Let's check the Wilson lineups for tonight. Along with your order of events, we'll start with men's singles. Then it will be mixed doubles. Men's doubles follows that. And after the intermission, the ladies take center stage with women's singles. And we end the night with women's doubles. Coach Murphy Jensen, one of the real characters of World Team Tennis. 10 years as the head coach of the Washington Kastles and 10 years as a player in the league previous to that. And J.L. DeJager in his 12th season as the head coach of the Springfield Lasers, an overall number of 19 seasons competing in this great league. We start with men's singles tonight, and for Washington, it's the man named Tennis, Sandgren, in his second year in the league out of Gallatin, Tennessee, and Sandgren getting things started this evening for the Washington Kastles. And the youngster, Miomir Kecmanovic, Misha, out there for the Springfield Lasers. And Springfield competing much better in men's singles since his recovery from a slow start. Misha now 32 and 33 in games in singles. Your rules of World Team Tennis: no ad scoring, cumulative game scoring, substitutions are allowed, those lets are in play, and there are Geico timeouts to allow for on-court coaching. Games go to 4, sets go to 5 games. And the rest of the format, equal representation from the genders, 2 men, 2 women, 1 coach, with 5 events, all competing equally with the mixed doubles event included. Sets go to 5 games with a 9-point tiebreaker if we tied at 4. And the home team, in this case, Coach J.L. DeJager, selects the order of the events. And Doug, tonight he puts women's doubles at the end with a solid team of Vanya King and Abby Spears. Yeah, they're a great team. They've been playing very strong towards the end of this season. Currently, the women's singles they're 2, and I believe they're 42 and 38 overall. And second behind the Philadelphia Freedoms. So Jail's planning on trying to finish this match with a strong performance by the Lady Lasers. And Madison Bringle will be out there tonight for the Washington Kastles with a winning record in her singles games. Kastles, they're at one time, of course, the dynasty of World Team Tennis, winning 5 consecutive King trophies, 34 consecutive matches. So we are set to start on this lightning fast indoor court with men's singles, Sandgren and Kecmanovic. Gonna look for a lot of big serves, short points. The ball is it's such a different bounce coming from outside to inside. Players are going to have to be short hopping the ball down low. Andre Lelius is the chair umpire. It's Kecmanovic to serve first. Great first serve and finishing backhand down the line for the winner. And wide. And the story for Misha was losing his first 10 games of the season, going 0-5 in his first 2 sets 2 weeks ago. And since then, he's 32 and 23 in games. And JL, reaffirmed that he played those 10 games very well. Just to continue playing good tennis. 8 of those 10 games went to 3-all. And so he's continued playing well. And it shows he's won 6 out of his last 7 matches. And it's the first 4 points in first game. It's interesting. Misha was speaking to me. Nice kick serve. Let return, just pulled out wide. But it was interesting. Misha was telling me earlier that he doesn't like to play indoor tennis, but he's got a big serve, which, really promotes the game indoors. So I think he'll get more and more comfortable as the years go along to play indoor tournaments. Now Sandgren. Beautiful kick serve out wide. Very different serve than Misha's big serve. A lot more spin on
Tennis's serve.
Sandgren 17 and 23 in his singles games. Bullets back and forth after Misha was on the defensive there for a while.
That was fantastic defense. Great movement by Sandgren with his forehand. A lot of big forehands out of Sandgren. And then that finishing one looked like one of Jack Sock's forehands.
Jack Sock in his one night appearance for the Lasers went 5-1 in his singles appearance. Lasers are 37 and 34 in men's singles overall. Well, that was a good idea, but all the points have gone to the server so far.
So far. And look for a lot of big first serves to set up the point for the next shot. That second shot for the serving player is going to be a big, big shot for them.
Kastles have also used Francis Tiafo in singles. He went 16 and 16 in his run, and Matthew Ebden 7 and 6. The Kastles 40 and 45 overall in games.
Great first serve by Misha. Matthew, look at how he explodes upward, and it's just a flat drive serve. It's almost like a two-punch play. Big serve, get the weak return, and then just the finishing ground stroke.
Good. It is in.
Beautiful topspin lob by Tennis.
So the first 11 points of the night went to the server, and there's the first one.
Well,
it goes the other way.
Misha just didn't pounce on his volley. It was a soft volley that floated, gave Sandgren some time to chase it down.
The ace will finish the game. Sandgren manages to pick up 1 point in the game. Lasers up 2 games to 1, and here's his first point.
That was the topspin lob that went over Misha's head, just barely in. Top spin brings that ball down, so it's a very helpful tool for lobbing a player.
Early Geico timeout for J.L. DeJager. Andre Lalius up in the perch tonight. Serve comes to Sandgren. Turned 27 just last week. Sandgren played for the California Dream 3 seasons ago.
This has been his big year. He made it to the quarterfinals of the Australian Open. He beat Wawrinka, who was a former Australian champion. In the second round. Then he beat Dominic Thiem in the 4th round, who's currently 8 in the world from Austria. So he's had his best season so far. And that's that long serve that we were talking about indoors. It tends to travel just a little bit faster and farther.
The double. Sandgren currently ranked number 58 in the most recent rankings.
Got to put a little more spin on that serve to bring the ball down. And I think he just did that.
Back with the ace. Sandgren's career high ranking in singles, number 47 in April. Down a few notches since then.
Fantastic reaching return from Misha. Look at this serve. He gets pulled out wide, gets a little spin off that forehand, gets it in play, and gets the error out of Sandgren.
Going to get a deciding point now. Big break opportunity now for Kecmanovic.
And that's why you get that return back somehow. Sandgren just overhit that. That's the shot to hit. He just overhit it a little bit. Carried long indoors. Big serve down the tee.
So we're 2-2 in men's singles to start the evening here indoors in Springfield, Missouri. And we'll change ends, and could be the whole evening will be about the serve. And this one,
just a flat, fast serve, just a fastball.
In the match on Thursday in D.C., Springfield won 4 of the 5 sets, losing only mixed doubles, and the highlight was Vanya King's win over Venus Williams in women's singles.
I mean, big. That was just a big win. That was her win of the season right there. And then on Saturday night, winning the super tiebreaker for the Lasers against the New York Empire.
It took one game of extended play for King to get it to a super tiebreaker, and then she won in the super tiebreaker 7-4 to give the Lasers a 21-20 win over the Empire.
Another let serve and play.
Just a mistake there from Sandgren.
And Misha, that's what he needs to do. He needs to pick on Sandgren's backhand side. Just a little long. Good play, though. Nice top spin. Balls are still carrying a little bit indoors.
Kastles' losing streak started on Thursday to the Lasers. They played on the neutral court in Chicago on Friday against the Philadelphia Freedoms. Freedoms took that one 23-18.
Big error by Misha there. Misjudged the bounce. It wasn't that difficult of a shot, just had a lot of spin on it, and he just misjudged the bounce.
Oh, nice. And then long.
Fantastic get. Look at this half volley from Misha, and Sandgren chases it down. Misha mistimed that bounce.
Misha stays in the game.
He needs a first serve here.
Saturday, the Kastles rematched with Philadelphia, second night in a row in D.C. Freedoms took that one 23-19. Philadelphia has clinched the top seed as with their record of 10-1. With 3 to go. Going to take us to deciding point.
We knew this would be a battle tonight between these two teams. Fantastic tennis on both sides. Great rallies, especially on this court. It's such a fast court. Last shot from Sandgren just a little too flat.
Now Springfield hasn't lost since Tuesday last week. They beat the New York Empire and the Big Apple on Wednesday. The DC win on Thursday and a home win against New York on Saturday that went super tiebreaker, as we said. Out of the Geico timeout. And it is Kuzmanovic to come back for the win.
That's a big hold right there, being down 1-3. Two big first serves to help him out in the last 2 points. Sandgren made him play the point.
And into the lighting.
That's a Roger Federer move right there. Just taking the second serve off the hop and coming in. That's an indoor tennis move right there. Beautiful first serve. Little slice on that ball. Curved away from Misha. You can see it right here. He goes up, puts a little edge on that ball, and it pulls away from Misha. He can't reach it.
Sandgren, an All-American at Tennessee.
Great first serve for the setup.
Sandgren was in the singles semifinals as a Tennessee Vol. Helped them reach the NCAA team final.
Another bounce that Misha did not like off this court. He's got to relax about that and let that go. It's not outdoor tennis.
Even up at 3 in men's singles.
Now Sandgren has had more experience playing indoor tennis, coming from Kentucky area.
Just out. And back to Misha. Sandgren can't really believe that one.
Good rally. Just mistimed this backhand. Not this one, the next one. Moves in to take charge and just misses it.
And the ace. Even up now. 2-1 advantage in the game for Misha.
Beautiful. Jumping up in the air and swinging through that forehand for the winning shot. Sets up, loads, and explodes through that forehand.
Kecmanovic, a World Team Tennis rookie. Former junior world #1. Brings a double for a break point now for Sandgren.
Yeah, Misha needs a first serve here. He's playing a little tentative right now. He came out pretty strong, and he's playing a little tentative for indoor tennis. There we go. Big first serve.
Deciding point. And the Geico timeout.
Murphy's probably telling Sandgren, find a way to get this return back and see if Misha is impatient with his shot. And JL's probably telling Misha, let's get that first serve in. Put some pressure on him. Fantastic tennis.
So both things happened there. He gets the first serve and Sandgren gets the return, and then it's game on.
Yep, and that's the way Sandgren wanted to play it. Hits a beautiful slice right here. Forces Misha to come up with it. An unbelievable shot. And that's that floating again indoors. Got to keep that ball down.
If Sandgren takes this game, we go to the 9-point tiebreaker to decide the set.
Another big first serve by Sandgren. Great change up. Started the first two serves with big serves off the first, and then the third with a change up.
We will indeed go to the tiebreak.
What a beautiful ace.
4-4 in the set, so the 9-point tiebreaker comes into play. First player to 5 points. Will change serves after every 2. First 2 to Kecmanovic. A great scramble there by Sandgren. Good read for Misha.
Four big forehands in a row. Kecmanovic.
Serve holds for Kecmanovic. He's up 2-0 in the 9-point tiebreaker. Next 2 serves to Sandgren.
Sandgren in his last service game had 4 service winners in a row. Let's see if he continues it in the tiebreaker.
He likes this. Into the Hawkeye crew.
That's 5 first serves in a row now for Sandgren.
And the mini break.
Great
Misha.
Court. And then Sand ahead of that, got ahead of that pitch a little bit. Still has some work to do though with a couple of first serves.
Aces. And on the Springfield side, Abby Spears. Been so much fun having her in Springfield. Finalist in women's doubles. And the veteran Dane. The Kastles are second in the league behind the San Diego Aviators.
Get on it and protect himself. Great close. He drags on his serve.
Game to the Kastles to start mixed doubles.
And look to see the struggle with the returning at the beginning, these beginning matches. Just because of the indoor tennis, they've been playing outside most of the season. And that ball is coming in fast and low round. He just gets up there and serves. He's a very quick server. Nice slice serve out wide. And you can see the difficulty, how fast that ball is coming in on Nicole Melikar. Wow.
The ace up the tee for a 3-0 lead.
We're going to see some serving tonight, Don. I mean, this is from a 45-year-old. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
The finish for Springfield, they get it even 1-1. And Nestor unhittable there in his first service game.
I think he was wishing for the rain to come.
He likes it in here, does he?
Yeah, and you know, it's a faster paced game. The points are quicker. It does suit his ability and reach at the net.
Melikar on the serve and the winner to get started. Born in the Czech Republic.
Looks like the lasers are starting to get their returns down a little bit, even though they've missed the first two. Those were solid returns. That's a good sign.
She's a women's doubles partner of Kaveta Peshke. Spears is strong.
Beautiful forehand up the line. Catches it just a little late and stays with it. That's the key. You got to stay down and stay with it. I'm not sure she was looking to hit it up the line. Yep, the lasers are starting to catch on with the serve here.
Double there from Melikar.
I got a chance to see Melikar at the French Open this year. She won her first couple of rounds. She has a really good kick serve. Uses her legs a lot with the serve. Wow.
Break point for Springfield.
Great hands on both sides with the finishing shot through the middle. Look at that angle volley. Beautiful finish by Nestor through the middle. Have a break point. Nice second serve. Put a lot of pressure on Nestor to his backhand side, inside a little bit.
So the deciding point here for Melikar.
It's a good formation, the I formation.
That will do it for the Kastles. They come from behind to win. Go up 2-1.
Big first serve right off the back of the service line. When that ball hits that service line or any of the lines, it just skids. It just takes off.
Indeed. Now to Abby Spears.
Kastles are playing back, both of them. That was a clean hit by Robert there. He just had a little too much heat on that. Needed just a little more spin.
And the double.
This is a good, this is a good tactic by the Kastles with playing both back. Sometimes the server gets they want to serve it too hard, and they miss their first serve a lot. She needs to get that first serve in. So that's 3 first serves in a row that she's missed. Nice return. Down low at Abby Spears' feet.
Doug, you mentioned going to the French Open this year. Were you there for the full run of it?
No, I got there just for the first week. I got a chance to watch 3 days of play. All singles, doubles, mixed doubles. It was I've never been there during the event. It was fantastic.
What does a clay court feel like to a player?
That's my favorite surface as far as playing on it, but I do better on a hard court. But you get the slide, it's softer. You're going to get more rallies. It slows the ball up more.
Game to the Kastles in the break. And Washington goes up 3-1 in mixed doubles. They'll change ends.
That was a very poor game by the Lasers there. with just one first serve out of 5 points and 2 missed volleys.
Now, World Team Tennis has long embraced technology as a game changer in the sport. No different this year as the league introduces electronic line calling throughout the league. Hawkeye Live's ball tracking technology makes the on-court calls supported by just 2 officials, the chair umpire and the review official in the Hawkeye booth to monitor foot faults. I like what it has done for World Team Tennis this year.
Yeah, it speeds up the game. It takes away all the complaints from the players. The players feel like it's not biased. It's equal.
It's fair.
It's fair.
Finish from Elakar. Kastles would like to make short work of it here now. The 3-1 advantage. Just so fast.
Fast, and they're on the line. I mean, the accuracy.
Well, that's not expected.
That was well hit. There was just a net in the way. Wow.
Oh.
Great touch. Very calm.
She almost backs it up here. And just a
That's
dink.
Yeah, fantastic little angle. I don't know if I'd want to be those people in the stands there in the corner.
Should be in play. The game to the Kastles, and Washington up 4 games to 1 in mixed.
Yeah, ever since Nicole held her serve at 1-1, they were down 2-3 in that service game. They've pretty much dominated play.
Geico timeout for J.L. DeJager. So Washington looking to build some team points here in mixed doubles.
JL's telling Nestor and Spears they need to get this service game.
Every game means something to the team total in World Team Tennis.
It's a great start.
Nestor had it working on the other end.
Lindstedt thought that serve was long.
Oh, great. Turn.
That was a great point. Good lobs off both sides.
Abby to the net. 8-6 on the team scoreboard at the moment. Washington on top. Nestor the finish.
That overhead just blew right by Nicole. She's laughing about it. first serve again by Daniel Nestor.
As consistent with his serves as we've seen him in the 2-week run. And then the ace for the win. Springfield stays alive. Kastles will have a chance to serve for the set.
Lindstedt thought that was a wide serve.
Oh, look how in it is.
Yeah.
Now that is Hawkeye at its best right there. Murphy Jensen out to the court. JL already back to his bench. And Kecmanovic is subbing in for Nestor. Part of World Team Tennis, substitutions are allowed.
This is a smart move by JL to try and get the break. Kecmanovic is a stronger returner of serve.
Springfield with the first point.
And the Lasers, right now, they're not interested in winning this set. They want another game.
Kastles serving for the set. Springfield will be back in a serving position if they can get the break and a chance to send it to the tiebreaker, but work to be done here first for the Lasers. Missed the return.
That was a big return, a little too big. Needed a little more rotation on that ball to drop in. And that's what they brought Misha in to do, was to get those returns in.
Now the Kastles 2 points from the set.
See if the rookie can hold his excitement down a little bit here and just get a good solid return.
Great work by the youngster. That's why JL put him in.
He's the designated hitter. Big return out of Misha. A little more pressure on Nicole here.
The Lasers will have the break point.
Talk about scraping every ball back. Backhand up the line for the winner. It wasn't a clean hit. Abby just stayed with it again. Did not pop up out of her stance. Fantastic.
And out.
So JL's coaching paid off. What a great move. Look at these backhands up the line and then cross court for the finish.
The break keeps Springfield in the set. Now Abby Spears will serve. Lasers look to get it to the tiebreak.
A great first serve by Abby to set up Misha at the net. He didn't look lackadaisical on that volley like he has in the past. He finished the point.
Springfield just on fire right now. Two points from getting us to the 9-point tiebreak.
Wow. Much better serving game by Spears than her first one. 3 first serves in a row. Great half volley, forcing the error from Robert there.
That is good for the Kastles.
I don't know why they let that go. That's wishful thinking there. That was a big serve. See if she can get 5 first serves in a row in. And she did.
The Lasers get it to 4-4.
What a turnaround.
On to the tiebreaker in mixed. Once again, first team to 5 points. Serve alternates after every 2. And the move by J.L. DeJager pays huge dividends.
It's like almost a 4-game swing there. Instead of losing that set 5-2, they're tied at 4-all, have a chance to win the set.
2 serves to Robert Lindstedt.
Great jam. Handcuffed Abby on that serve.
Wow.
Did she make that shot? No, she just missed it.
Okay. It was hard to hear the recorded line judge call there. So just off the corner. The 2 serves good for Lindstedt, and Washington up 2-0. Springfield with Kecmanovic serving 0-2.
They need a first serve here. And the Lasers get it. Now the Kastles are popping up a little bit out of their returns. Wow, if that serve must have just barely made it in. And it hit the line, obviously.
We'll change ends at 2-2 as Misha hits on his 2 service points. The ladies will serve next. First team to 5 wins mixed doubles. First set goes to Springfield 5-4.
At that ball, that service just skidded off the line.
Now to Melikar. Kids from the Boys and Girls Club at Springfield here tonight. Always great to see. And looks like a move is being made, or Lindstedt is
Looks like
coming off.
Yeah, no, it looks like something happened to his hand.
Sandgren getting ready, and there's blood on his thumb there.
So this might just be an injury timeout.
Doesn't look like it would take much to fix that. Sandgren ready if needed. So we're 2-2 in this tie break. First team to 5 will win mixed doubles. Men's doubles is the next set before intermission.
Well, the Lasers are already pleased with the games that they've won in this set. They'd like to take it, but taking the second-ranked team in the league to 4-all and 2-all in a tiebreaker, that's a victory already.
When they were down 2-4 in games.
Yep, and returning.
Now Lindstedt ready.
Both Lasers are staying back.
2 serves to Melkar.
Nicole's got a big second serve. Nice try by Misha, being more aggressive at the net. I'm sure Daniel Nestor has been working with him on that. Huge first serve.
Blasts an ace.
That was like 120-mile-an-hour serve.
So set point for the Kastles. The last 3 serves to Springfield, and they need all 3.
Let's see if Abby Spears can pull off some of that magic she had a week and a half ago. I think she had 3 aces in a row. Good first serve. Lindstedt really overhit that return. Needed a little more spin on it.
Spears gets it even to set point.
Another first serve winner. Not an ace, just the first serve winner. Difference is an ace is not touched.
So mixed doubles has gone as far as it can now. Abby Spears set point both ways. Oh, wow. Lindstedt gets the finish for Washington. And the Kastles take the tiebreaker 5-4. They win the set 5-4. And the team score even at 9-all after 2 sets in Springfield, Missouri.
Experience the Galleria, a kitchen and bath showplace only at Harry Cooper Supply. From faucets that reflect both fashion and function to innovative and relaxing jet tubs, we carry state-of-the-art products you want and back them with the experience and superior service you deserve. Browse our professional-grade products from Delta, Brizo, Bain Ultra, Jetta, Moen, Toto, Jason, LK, and more. Revitalize your kitchen or bath at the Galleria and come home to fine products that truly reflect your style.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Well, 2 sets, 2 5-4 tiebreakers, and 1 going each way. And we are 9-9 after 2 sets with 3 to go here in Springfield, Missouri. It's World Team Tennis on Mediacom Connections Channel 22 and WTT.TV. Mixed doubles went right to the wire to the final serve.
Great put away there by Nestor. Great rally. Look at another put away through the middle with Daniel Nestor.
Big finish for Melikar.
Watch this shot through the middle. This beautiful finish.
So 9-9 headed into men's doubles, and it's Tennys Sandgren now. Back out to the court after his 5-4 loss to Kecmanovic in men's singles, and Robert Lindstedt on the Kastles side as well. Second set in a row for Lindstedt. For the Springfield Lasers, Daniel Nestor back to work. Such a great doubles player with all the history. And Miomir Kecmanovic late in getting out, but he'll be there for men's doubles tonight for Springfield as well. So in the league standings, Washington is 4th with an even 500 record. And Springfield 6th out of 6 in men's doubles. It's been Nestor and Kecmanovic all the way except for Jack Sock's appearance. Sock went 3-5 in his men's doubles appearance for Springfield, and Washington has had 6 different men play in the men's doubles sets. Here's where we are coming into tonight with the Philadelphia Freedoms having clinched the top spot in the league standings, with San Diego, Washington, Springfield, and Orange County all battling for the second spot and a chance to go to Philadelphia for the World Team Tennis Finals. So San Diego hosting New York tonight. That's a 7 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Central Time start. So in about 20 minutes in San Diego. And the Aviators kind of have the hammer right now. They would be in position, but so are Washington and Springfield, to win out to go to the finals. With just 3 or 4 matches remaining, any one of those teams could do it, and Orange County is still in the mix. So a lot of tennis to be played here in the next 3 days.
San Diego is the one team that has a little flexibility if they lose a match.
Yeah, with just the 4 losses, and everyone else has at least 5. Springfield still has a head-to-head match in San Diego. The Lasers hoping that means something when we get toward the end of the week. The Kastles also go on to San Diego and to Orange County after tonight. So now in men's doubles.
Another big first serve by Daniel Nestor. He's serving extremely well tonight. It's his return that has not been doing great. Great return by Robert Lindstedt. Kept it low, it was very fast. Caught Daniel Nestor a little bit by surprise.
league leaders in men's doubles are the Orange County Breakers. It's been Marcelo de Molinaire all the way with 6 different partners for the Breakers. Their record 48-37. We've been thinking about possible league MVPs and rookies of the year, male and female, here with just a few days left. Game to Springfield to get started.
Great service game by Daniel Nestor.
Probably the 2 top male players in the league are both rookies. Kevin King of the Philadelphia Freedoms, Marcin Matkowski of San Diego, and they have stats that are almost identical, other than the fact that King plays singles and Matkowski plays mixed. It would be hard to pick one over the other except for Philadelphia's better record.
Correct. And they still have 3 matches left.
But likely you would see one of those guys get the MVP and the other get the Rookie of the Year award for the males.
Yep. Another great serve by Sandgren.
On the ladies' side, Taylor Townsend has shown that there's really no one else in the same ballpark with her.
Yeah, she's run away with it. Just an outstanding season. Look at that volley.
And as far as female rookies, only a couple have played all season. We'll get back to that.
Misha just ripped that return, and Lindstedt was right there to put the volley away.
Springfield alive in the game.
Great return by Nestor, followed it into the net. Misha was going the other way. That's just doubles experience.
Game Kastles, 1-1 in men's doubles.
Great return. And then another good shot by Tennis. The half volley was a little bit weak from Misha, and that's really his area that he needs to work on in doubles, is his movement forward and taking balls low, half volleys, low volleys. And the more he plays, he will succeed at that. Boy, that was just a slow changeup.
Indeed. As far as the league's female rookies, there really are only 2 that have played the whole season. And they're the New York tandem, the Marias. Tatiana Maria and Maria Jose Martinez Sanchez.
And Tatiana has not had a good season with her first season.
With a losing record in singles. And Sanchez about 500 in both doubles and women's doubles and mixed doubles. Blazers now the advantage in the game. So the female rookie could go to Maria Jose Martinez Sanchez of New York by default.
Misha really shouldn't serve and volley. I mean, his best game is from the baseline. He's hitting really spectacular ground strokes under pressure from behind the baseline.
Wow. The ace for the win, 2-1 Springfield. Lasers lead 11-10 on this team scoreboard.
Big first serve flat. No chance to get that ball back.
Now Robert Lindstedt will serve his game.
Nestor tried to pick the low volley off from Lindstedt. Got past him. Misha was there. Almost got the winning shot up the line. Great serve down the tee. And they're trying to stretch Nestor out a little bit on these serves.
Well, they both had a look at it, made the right call.
I know, that was I'd be swinging at it. That was close. You know, they teach you, you know, if you're not sure, take a whack at it. But they got better eyes than I do.
Just unhittable. Nestor thinks it's off a little bit.
No, I think it just caught the line and skidded. And
here's a big finish. Over to the other court. The game to Washington. 2-2 in men's doubles. Well, we've seen this before tonight.
Yeah. One of the nice things about indoor doubles is it's fast-paced. I mean, the games don't last long. The points don't last long.
And here's the big finish for Sandgren. Made no doubt about it.
Takes us back to that point in the tiebreaker on Saturday night with Vanya King and Tatiana Maria. She had a chance to go up 5-4 in that super tiebreaker and smashed it right in the top of the net. So it's never a done deal. You got to finish the point.
Now to Nestor from the near court.
That is such a tough serve to read. He's very tough to read off of his toss. He's a very quick server. Lefty. Has a lot of movement on his ball. It's like you're just getting ready to return it and then the ball's gone. This is why Daniel Nestor likes to serve inside. Just picking the corners off.
I guess my next question to you would be, are the other indoor courts in the league like this?
Not necessarily. These, matter of fact, the 6 courts on the other side of this complex indoors are even faster than these.
I mean, but around like Philadelphia plays indoors, but they play on the colored deco turf. So you got to think it's more like an outdoor type of court.
It's still going to be a little faster because you don't have to deal with wind and humidity. But you can put more sand in the paint, slow the ball down when it hits. And Nestor needs to let Misha take that ball in the middle. He needs to stop taking the middle ball on the backhand side. This is Misha's big shot. You see Misha's all set up to hit that. and Nestor takes it. So lack of communication there. Big return. But any chance that Nestor gets the ball through the middle at the baseline, he needs to let Misha take it. He's the strong ground stroker. That's what he loves to do. Great point by the Kastles.
Whatever happens here, Springfield is still picking up some games in men's doubles. Ahead right now, 3-2. It hasn't been their strongest suit this year.
Yeah, the mixed doubles and the men's doubles, they're both 6th in the league.
But took mixed right to the final serve.
What a fantastic return by Nestor.
Well, a break would look nice here for Springfield. They're 2 points away. Oh, wow. Break point coming.
That was a cannon. Big first serve by the Kastles. Misha just gets it early. Hardly any back. That looked like a Jimmy Connors backhand. No backswing. Flat as can be. Jimmy Connors would be proud of that backhand. Andre Agassi was the next big two-hander.
Well, a good read, but he couldn't quite get enough on it. And so 3-all in the game, deciding point.
The Kastles got 2 lets on that point. Look, there's 1 let. Well, that was the last let.
But yeah, a Geico timeout and a big point here. Springfield could get the break and serve for the set, or the Kastles get it even. And we move on in men's doubles.
So who takes the return? Misha should take the return, not Daniel Nestor. Even though the ad side is the tougher side for the right-hander to serve on. Another let serve.
Kastles get it done and tie it at 3.
This is the excitement of WTT tennis.
They needed 2 straight and got them. Springfield had the double break point, and Washington denies. So 3-3 in men's doubles.
A little too careful with that backhand. Another let. That's 3 points in a row. The Kastles have hit the top of the net. Great first serve. Jammed. Sandgren into the body.
Love it.
It's fun to watch these big serves.
And what an angle on that one.
Yeah.
Game point for the Lasers.
But the tossing motions of all four of these players, where they put that ball in the toss, it's almost perfect height for them. Actually, that was a little low.
The Lasers go up 4-3.
That was a courageous serve, little kick out wide, short. Gets the ace off of the second serve. Pete Sampras was an expert at aces on second serves.
Kastles serve for Lindstedt. We could have a third 9-point tiebreaker if it keeps going like that.
Yes. It's like watching Isner and Anderson serving.
Close there, and then Misha pulled up.
I would have hit it anyway.
Yeah, why not? Well, by less than an inch.
Nice smash. Great first serve, pop-up return, and Tennis Sandgren finishing it off with a smash.
Well, if you like close sets, we've got them here tonight. Washington is 1 point from sending us to a 9-point tiebreaker in men's doubles. That is pretty. 4-4 on to the tiebreak.
I'm going to need a neck massage. All tight. Great serve. Look at this touch right here.
First team to 5. We'll go into the intermission with a 1-game lead on the team scoreboard. We're tied 13 all.
And that was a great return down low at Nestor's feet. Good volley, but once again, he's got that racket strung at like 20 pounds. It's like it just can shoot off that racket if he doesn't hit it just right.
Almost. Two serves in, and we're going to send it to the other end now, tied 1-1.
I think Misha was happy that didn't come over because it was coming in fast. His body weight was up a little bit, not down and forward. See if Sandgren gets a big first serve here.
Kastles take the lead.
Nestor moving early, trying to make something happen. The other thing that happens, I think, a little bit as as you get older in the sport, you go a little earlier to make up, to make up time. Great first serve.
A big 3-1 advantage for the Kastles in the tiebreaker. They'll change ends, change servers. And Washington with the hammer here so far, and look to win this set and take the team lead. Pat Gartland there in the green from the Springfield Boys and Girls Clubs.
Yep, I gave tennis lessons to both his boys.
Retiring soon, I heard. Well, Lindstedt upset about something there. Back to even, and now the serve goes to Washington. They will serve it out.
Beautiful angle volley here by Nestor. It's so fast you can't see it.
Wow, back line. The Kastles will have set point. Springfield needs to run 2 to win it.
Great second serve. It's almost like you have to plan on these serves hitting the lines and just be ready for line serves. We've had so many of them tonight.
Washington takes it. They win the tiebreaker 5-3, win the set 5-4, and that takes us to the intermission. We'll visit with the gentlemen of the lasers, Miomir Kecmanovic and Daniel Nestor during halftime.
Players from 14 countries across 6 different teams, 43 matches over 3 weeks. Who will make their mark in the race for the championship and the coveted King Trophy? This year's most valuable players, 1 male, 1 female. The Forever Mark MVP Awards unfold during the World Team Tennis Finals.
Daniel Nestor, Springfield Lasers. Daniel, a good season for the team so far, still in a playoff hunt here going right toward the end.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting, especially the last few days, and we're right in the thick of it. And obviously tonight's match is very big against a team that has the same record as us. What brought you back to World Team Tennis? I mean, I'm stopping in September, and I really enjoyed the format the years that I've played, and it's always been a great experience. So I wanted to do everything one more time this year, so I came back. 45 years old, and is it finally time? Yeah, I think so. This last year probably hasn't been what I've been used to over the years, and so the results haven't been great, but I'm still enjoying it, and I always love competing and trying to make the most of the last few events. And an amazing career for Daniel Nestor. I want to ask you about the Golden Slam, and in particular the gold in Sydney. Tell me about the whole Olympic experience. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing that we were able to win. Had a very good partner. We were both playing well. We played the whole season together, and we had some good history together. And we won that season at the Rogers Cup, leading into the Olympics. So we were playing well.
And who was that with?
With Sebastian Leroux. This is 18 years ago, so you guys probably wouldn't remember him, but he was a top 100 singles player and also a U.S. Open doubles champion with Alex O'Brien. And so, yeah, we played amazing tennis from start to finish in Sydney and beat the team who was the most successful at the time before the Bryans came along, Mark Woodford and Todd Woodbridge, in their hometown to win the gold medal. So that was very special.
Have you been kind of a mentor to Misha here in the last 2 weeks since his arrival?
I've tried to be, but he doesn't listen to anything I say. So. That's how it is. These youngsters, they think they know it. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good kid, and he's got a bright future, and it's just about harnessing his talent and doing the right things. And he's got so much potential that he's just it's more about just coming and showing up every day and being mentally tough than learning new things. And I think that's pretty important.
Of your 12 Grand Slams in doubles, is there one that stands out more than the rest?
Yeah, I always enjoyed winning Wimbledon the most, just from the history standpoint, tradition at that tournament, and it was actually the 4th one for me, and completed the cycle, so that made it special too. What will you do after retirement in September? Well, we have a great thing going on in Canadian tennis right now with a lot of great young players, and the game's popularity is an all-time high. So I'll stay involved at different capacities and help continue grow. One of the best ever in doubles, Daniel Nestor of the Springfield Blazers. Thanks. And we're joined now by Miomir Kecmanovic, goes by Misha. He is the doubles partner of Daniel Nestor, the other Springfield Laser male player. Misha, what's this first season of World Team Tennis been like for you?
It's been fun so far. I really enjoyed myself, out there on the court with my teammates. It's a different experience than the usual thing we do, but I'm happy I chose to play here, and I'm really excited.
At just 18 years old, is this are you at the sponge now, or are you just soaking it all in about the atmosphere of World Team Tennis?
Yeah, definitely. I've learned so much over these past 2 weeks, and I'm so thankful for my teammates. They're so nice to me, and we get along so great. And yeah, I hope I can learn a few more things before I leave. Now, in singles, you got off to a really slow start, 0-10. A lot of the games went to the final point, but you weren't able to pull those out. What helped you with the turnaround? Yeah, definitely the first 2 matches were unlucky for me, but they were against really good opponents, and realistically, they were, to play with them was a good opportunity for me.
Sam Querrey, one of them.
Yeah. Especially since I'm not going to see them on challengers yet. So, yeah, after that, I mean, I was playing good. I was playing well, so I think I just stayed the same, and, it turned around, thankfully, for me.
What have you learned from Daniel this month?
I learned a bunch of things on and off the court, and he's really a great guy, an awesome partner to have, and I'm really lucky to have such a legend in doubles beside me. You were a world #1 in juniors. Where do you think your game is right now? Are you looking to move up pretty quickly? That's the plan. So, I've done okay so far, getting to the top 200 pretty quick, but I think it's going to take a lot more work to eventually get to the top 100. Misha, thanks. Thank you.
Experience the Galleria, a kitchen and bath showplace only at Harry Cooper Supply. From faucets that reflect both fashion and function to innovative and relaxing jet tubs, we carry state-of-the-art products you want and back them with the experience and superior service you deserve. Browse our professional-grade products from Delta, Brizo, Bain Ultra, Jetta, Moen, Toto, Jason, LK, and more. Revitalize your kitchen or bath at the Galleria and come home to fine products that truly reflect your style.
Washington Kastles lead 14-13 over the Springfield Lasers with 3 sets down and 2 to go, both with the ladies in the spotlight coming for the rest of the evening. It'll be women's singles followed by doubles, and it's Madison Brengel for the Washington Kastles, 28 years old, in her 4th season with Washington, clinched the final point for the Kastles in 2015 in the finals when Washington won its 5th title in a row. On the other side, it is Vanya King, who has been so good for Springfield this year. 29 years old, overcame the injury 2 weeks ago, and defeated Venus Williams 5-3 in the set in DC on Thursday. Doug, this will be a fun single set. Two solid players.
Two solid players, both American. They've had very good careers and still have a strong career going. Vanya King, obviously, with the ankle injury this past year, but she says she's pretty much fully recovered, and she's been having a fantastic season.
Vanya is 35-28 in her singles games. The Lasers 44-36 for a .550 winning percentage, good for second in the league behind Philadelphia. Abby Spears went a very solid 9-8 in her subbing role when Vanya was injured. And on the Washington side, the Kastles are 43-37. That is just a few percentage points behind Springfield. Madison Bringle 30-25 in her games. Venus Williams went 9-7. Naomi Osaka went 4-5 in one appearance. And so it's down to this, and then women's doubles following the women's singles event. Washington up 14-13 after that solid victory in the tiebreaker for Sandgren and Lindstad. So it has been as close as you can get all night. 3 sets, 3 9-point tiebreakers.
Could be another one coming up.
King heads out. Bringle will serve first. Bringle from Dover, Delaware. And once played for the Delaware Smash in this league and the Kansas City Explorers. Double fault to start it off. Last year, Bringle pulled off an amazing singles win over Serena in Hobart.
She's had some big wins. 2 double faults now by Madison. This is an area that she struggles in at times with her serve. Not a lot of spin on her serve. Nice first serve there.
Vanya will get the finish. And a chance for the break for Vanya King.
Great overhead here. And then the finishing one.
Another second serve for Bringle.
Nice backhand by Bringle. That was a big return by Vanya King. Got her body down. Used some of that pace.
What touch. And Vanya King gets the break to start it off.
Great rally off both sides. Good forehand, good stretch out of that. And then the inside out forehand, a little bit wobbly on the racket. That's why Bringle thought it was going to go out. But the topspin brought it back in.
Vanya's just running her ragged. And the let comes into play again.
Great play. She got the let serve, followed it in, took the volley up to the other corner. Still a good lob by Brengle, forcing Vanya King to hit a good overhead to win the point.
Vanya King, a U.S. Fed Cup player. Third time as a Springfield Laser.
Look at that return, just skid on Vanya King. She's going to need to get used to that, especially with the doubles coming up as well.
It was on this court that, and on this end, that Vanya King had the wrist injury 12 nights ago.
Inner singles match.
More of a hand than a wrist. Had a little bit of bruising, but sat out just the singles for a couple of nights and has been very strong since then.
Yep. Went up the line a little bit early there, didn't need to. Nice return at the feet.
Now Bringle looks to break back.
And this part of this is just sitting on the bench, you know, for a while too. Just a little cold. Great rally. Way to be patient on both sides. And Vanya King just steps in and hits that backhand winner. I mean, that can't be any closer than that. I mean, that's just right up the line.
Caught just a piece of the line.
Followed it in, too, which was a smart play here in indoor tennis.
Geico timeout. JL Dieger out. Nicole Melikar coming out for coaching in that timeout. Vanya needs 2 more. Bringle still with the break chance. The double gives it to Bringle. So we're 1-1 in women's singles.
And Vanya King, same thing. She's had some issues with the serve percentage at times.
Gillette.
Madison's excited about that let serve winner. I think she finally won a service point on the due side. This is definitely first strike tennis. Whoever gets that first strike.
Vanya hitting her lines again.
Why rally when you can do that?
Not that time.
Yeah, that was the overconfident a little bit instead of just playing it cross court.
Another break point for King.
Fantastic return. Big return here, then jumps up towards the net, takes a swinging volley out of the air for the finishing shot.
Vanya King takes it.
Yeah, great stretching return. I mean, that was a really good serve by Madison up the tee. And Vanya found a way to...
So Vanya King up 2-1. Neither player has won with the serve yet.
If that was a pretty good return by Madison, just a little short in the court, which gave Vanya a chance to step in and rip it. Needs a little more spin on that serve. Help her bring it into the box. There it is.
She is in a zone.
Fantastic performance. Vanya King's footwork, if you just watch her play and you don't watch the ball go back and forth and you just watch her feet, it's an education on how to prepare for a ball.
And it looks like she's thinking 2 strokes ahead every time.
Well, both these players are generally not going to win any points off of just their service. They're going to have to do it off their ground strokes and placement of those ground strokes. Great shot. Beautiful backhand up the line by Madison. And that was one of the first times we saw Vanya just stretching a little off balance. Just a little long. That was the right shot. From Madison Brangle. Steps in to rip this cross court.
King serves for a 3-1 advantage now. Tough play from Madison.
See if she does a slice serve for a first serve here. Nice backhand again by Madison. Very flat. Both players having to bend a lot. Those balls are coming in so fast and low.
And wide, and Bringle holds. And we're 2-2 in women's singles.
Pressed that forehand a little bit too hard, wanted to hit a winner. Nice backhand deep, but right here just wants to hit the winning shot.
It's been about serve receive in women's singles.
4 breaks now in a row. But that was, out of the 2 players, Vanya had the best chance right there at 3-1. But Madison played a superb 3 points with her ground strokes.
And now King is back at it.
Just a little early on that backhand by Madison.
That one is good.
It's good practice for her doubles play coming up next.
King and Spears against Bringle and Melikar in the final event, women's doubles later. For now, Vanya King is looking for a 3rd break in this women's singles set. And she'll get her crack at it.
She'll get 4 cracks at it. Very solid return, nice and deep. And then the short ball steps in and drives it for the winning shot. Beautiful backhand up the line. I almost pick on Madison's forehand. She's hit a couple of really nice backhand winners.
Too much.
There it is.
Vanya King goes up 3-2.
5 breaks in a row. Nice forehand deep. Look at how deep that return is. That's like a foot from the baseline.
$16 all on the team scoreboard, and Vanya King leading 3-2 in singles. She serves from the near court. A service win here would put her in position to win the set.
They've both double faulted a couple of times each now.
5 on each side for the night.
My coach used to say that's a free lunch for your opponent. That's it, make them earn it. Don't give it to them. Smart play, hitting that second serve to Madison's forehand. She's had a few errors with that.
Game point for King.
Trying to get it to her forehand again.
Vanya King takes a 4-2 lead, and Springfield reclaims the team lead now, 17-16.
That's the first hold of the set.
A Geico timeout for Murphy Jensen. Vanya King with a winner. '15 tour level doubles titles for Vanya King, with 2 majors, both in 2010 at Wimbledon and the US Open. I mean, that, oh, wow, what a point.
That was spectacular point. That's the point of the night right there. I mean,
King had it right in front of her here, and pretty good finishing shot.
Madison just guessed right. I mean, she just, that's the only option she had. Another great point. 2 points with good rallies and winning shots. Just overhit it.
2-1.
Easy to do indoor tennis. Press a little too hard sometimes.
Bringle looking to hang on in the set.
That's a big point for her. Service winner hitting the line.
King needs 3 straight to win the set.
By inches. And if Madison hadn't won that first incredible point, she'd be down 2-3 right now instead of up 3-2.
Bringle takes the game, is within 4-3, and now Vanya King will serve and look to give Springfield the team lead headed to the final set.
Great return. Way to step in, probably just a few inches wide.
$17-all. The winner tonight is very much still alive in the hunt for a berth in the finals against Philadelphia.
This is pretty much like a playoff game right here.
I mean, it will be the rest of the way for both teams.
Exactly.
San Diego with a little margin for error on their schedule, but it's not that you must win every match to make it, but it sure would help.
Yes, that was a mental error right there from Vanya King. She got the ball she wanted, short, maybe a little indecisive whether she wanted to go cross court or down the line. 2 errors now from Vanya King.
Bringle needs 2 more points to send us to another tiebreaker.
Where Madison wants to be now. She played that point really well, didn't overhit anything, very patient, and waited that point out for the error from Vanya King.
The Geico timeout after the long rally. And Bringle needs just one of the next 3 to get us to the 9-point tiebreaker for a 4th time tonight. King battling for the set.
Great first serve, slice serve out wide, a little short in the box, which is excellent placement.
Bringle gets it done. We're 4-4 on to our 4th tiebreaker of the night.
I mean, that flat 2-handed backhand from Madison Bringle comes in so fast, and this is a beautiful shot. Got to take some speed off if you want to keep that in.
First 2 serves to Bringle.
It's almost the advantage goes to the returner.
It's the way the set's been.
No hesitation there out of Vanya King. Offensive return, gets the short ball, comes in. Finishes off with a nice forehand cross-court winner.
So 2-0 for King now in 2 serves. Bringle get him right back here.
Great volley if that serve was in. Wow. Wow.
Ooh.
I mean, that's spectacular hands by Madison Bringle. I mean, look, she just Vanya just rips it. All you can do is clap. That was fantastic.
Once again, all points to the serve receiver in this tiebreaker.
It's the, you know, when When Madison catches up, she goes more aggressive and she misses. When she's behind, she's patient. She keeps the ball going. And just waits for Vanya to make the error.
So they change ends. Serve to Bringle, and then Vanya King gets the last three if she needs them, and it's not necessarily a good thing.
Not the way it's going right now. There's been 6 breaks and 2 holes. That was awful. That serve looked out from here, but Hawkeye knows.
Knows all.
Knows all. Excellent first serve.
Bringle up 4-2 and needs one more point for the finish.
Just over pressing.
So King needs 3 straight on the serve.
Vanya King has been here before.
He knows what a come from behind win is in this league. The double fault gives it to Madison Bringle and the Washington Kastles. Kastles win 5-4 in women's singles. And we go to the final event with Washington leading 19-17 women's doubles to close the night.
Experience the Galleria, a kitchen and bath showplace only at Harry Cooper Supply. From faucets that reflect both fashion and function to innovative and relaxing jet tubs, we carry state-of-the-art products you want and back them with the experience and superior service you deserve. Browse our professional-grade products from Delta, Brizo, Bain Ultra, Jetta, Moen, Toto, Jason, LK, and more. Revitalize your kitchen or bath at the Galleria and come home to fine products that truly reflect your style.
Why get one of these if you've got one of these? Because with Digital Phone from Mediacom, you get a whole lot more than just another number. You get a phone your kids can find. You get the ability to check in, even if the sitter's phone is dead, and the power to see who's calling without missing the best part. Plus, you get unlimited nationwide calling, voicemail, and 15 more calling features, all for just $4.99 a month for 1 year. This and this, they're better together. Call 888-SIMPLIFY.
Well, Madison Bringle takes Vanya King in the tiebreaker 5-4. They've all been tiebreakers tonight. 3 out of 4 go to the Kastles. And so a 2-point team advantage for Washington, 19-17. And Bringle in a set that was mostly breaks back and forth gets the victory over Vanya King.
Yes, she was, Madison was pretty much on the run most of the time, but came up with the win. I mean, fantastic play when she was down. Almost like she played better when she was in a corner. But just some spectacular points on both sides, giving the crowd a lot to see. The serving on both sides was a little suspect.
The returns were all there, though.
Yeah, the returns were there.
So women's doubles will end it tonight, and Madison Bringle back out there feeling it after the 5-4 win in the tiebreaker over King in singles. And Nicole Melikar, second season of World Team Tennis, and such great work at Wimbledon this year, and she'll be a great doubles partner for Bringle. On the other side, Vanya King. looking to stay loose and recover from the tiebreaker loss. And Abby Spears, one of the best in the business in women's doubles, Wimbledon semifinalist. And this ought to be a great set. The Lasers are second in the league. Washington is third, and they're separated by just a few percentage points. The Lasers 44 and 36. The Kastles 43 and 37. Or let's correct that on Washington, with the Kastles at the bottom in the league standings, actually. Tomorrow we'll be here in Springfield to see the Lasers in action, hopefully back at the outdoor court. That'll be the home finale for Springfield. They'll finish with 2 on the road.
It's supposed to be a beautiful night like it was tonight as well.
So join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time on Mediacom, MC22, and WTT.tv. So to correct that on the stats, Abby Spears, Vanya King, second in the league. Washington at the bottom in women's doubles.
And they have the premier doubles player in Melikar, but Bringle is a singles player.
And you have to expand your horizons in this league.
Right. It doesn't mean that she can't come out and have a big match here and do exceptionally well, but she's consistently a better singles player than she is a doubles player.
Philadelphia Freedoms behind Taylor Townsend are the league leaders in doubles on the women's side. So in this final set, if Washington wins it, the Kastles win the match.
Look at this finishing volley by Vanya King. She must have 2010 vision.
Springfield could win it outright. We could have extended play. We could have a super tiebreaker.
Nothing foreign to this Laser team.
Double fault from Spears.
I mean, how many double faults have we seen tonight with the serve being long? Not into the net, long. These service indoors, they're just traveling a little further. Nice angle overhead. Great setup by Abby Spears' first serve. Look at the movement by Vanya King. It's what makes that overhead special. Big ace by Abby Spears. That brings back memories to a little over a week ago, where she had 3 aces in a row.
Yes. The Lasers win indoors here.
Yep.
So the difference is 1 on the team scoreboard. If the Lasers win the set but are still trailing on the team board, we would go to extended play.
Beautiful serve. Nicole gets a great knee bend, great extension with her tossing arm, goes way up there and snags that ball up high for a great angle for her serve. 2 in a row. And when you watch Nicole serve, you can see where Madison's at the net, and with Nicole's big serve, you want Madison up a little bit more. Wow.
I mean, when you look at the league standings, Doug, and there are the 4 teams that are so even, it just tells you the tennis has such great parity in this league, but it's so good. I mean, Melikar.
I mean, you saw that serve. I mean, she's got that serve down. When I was at the French Open, I videotaped it with my phone so I could show my students.
Abby Spears.
And this is what Abby Spears and Vanya King do so well, is how they're on top of the net, punishing volleys. And that should make the difference in this match.
Vicious return.
Yeah, that's just huge. I just wouldn't play Madison's backhand. Nice jamming slice serve into Nicole's body there, forcing the error.
Springfield has to win the set to keep the match alive. Bringle really finding it now.
Yeah, another backhand winner. That's what JL's going to tell Vanya. Stop serving it to her backhand.
The Geico timeout. These Kastles after tonight go to San Diego, then to Orange County. And Springfield with 3 left after tonight, at home against Philadelphia, and then the West Coast swing. Finals are Sunday in Philadelphia, and still 4 teams have a chance to be their opponent. And there's a gift for Abby. Laser game point. She's on the reach there and still has time.
This is a good play with the I formation.
Oh.
Great hands by Abby. I mean, that was like a 100-mile-an-hour return.
Just saving her own life. That's all she was doing.
That's important.
Two 2-1 Springfield.
So everybody's held serve so far.
That was all about the return.
Yeah, look for the lasers to put pressure on Brangle's serve.
Kept it away from Melikar there.
And Vanya needs to get a little more under that ball. That hurt her in her singles as well. It's just too flat of a forehand. That was a little uncharacteristic of Nicole. She usually, when she gets those high volleys, hits a solid volley, just got away from her a little bit. You won't see that very often from her. She has a great net net game. That's 2 forehands in a row from Vanya King into the net.
Two in the game. Kastles by 1, 2019 overall. Too much.
And Vanya, here we go. We got a timeout coming. Jail's telling Vanya, still got to be aggressive, but you need to get under that ball and bring it up some, get some spin on it, and make them play it.
The Geico timeout. JL already back to the bench. Murphy Jensen, Robert Lindstedt both out there for Washington. Big break point, Springfield. Oh, look at him go.
What a point.
3-all game point.
And Vanya took a ball that was going out. It just happened so fast. But what a spectacular point.
Deciding point now.
Ooh, this is interesting. I would have not picked that. But
Abby Spears gets the finish.
Look at that.
Springfield goes up 3-1 in the set. Team score tied 20-all. And suddenly it's the Lasers with a decided advantage in women's doubles. Still with a chance to win it outright.
So what do you think? Do you think Vanya just said, hey, I want this? I mean, she missed the first 2 returns, forehands. Then they had that spectacular 2-3 point, tied it up at 3-all. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Nice combo.
One in the game on the
double fault.
8 of them tonight for Springfield.
Only 5 for the Kastles. Great serve, little slider. Defensive return. Out wide, gets the return error up the alley.
The call was out. Has a lot to say about it. Out it is. There's the crew from Hawkeye.
Malakar a little tight off that second serve.
Oh, the Lasers need 2 more to win it outright.
And you could see Madison scooting back on that volley, and that's what caused the error. It was an excellent serve by Nicole. Good return.